During the journey, Edmund, one of the Pevensey siblings, was tempted by the White Witch. She promised him power and wealth in exchange for his loyalty and the betrayal of his siblings. Edmund, who was often jealous of his siblings, was tempted by her offer and agreed to betray them. He led the White Witch to their hideout and revealed all their plans to defeat her. When the White Witch captured his siblings, Edmund felt guilty and ashamed of his actions. He realized that he had made a terrible mistake and that he needed to make things right. He went to Aslan and confessed his betrayal, asking for forgiveness and help to save his siblings. Aslan, being a wise and compassionate lion, forgave Edmund and gave him a chance to redeem himself. He told Edmund that his siblings needed him and that he had to make things right. He also reminded Edmund that he had the power to choose between good and evil and that it was never too late to make the right choice. With Aslan's guidance and support, Edmund helped his siblings escape from the White Witch's castle and joined them in the final battle against her. He fought bravely and fiercely, and his actions played a crucial role in the defeat of the White Witch. In the end, Edmund realized that true strength and power come from doing the right thing, even when it is hard, and that he should be proud of the bravery he showed. He knew that he would never forget this lesson and that he would always strive. With the help of Aslan's guidance and the support of their new friends and allies, the Pevensey siblings ultimately succeeded in defeating the White Witch and restoring peace to Narnia. The final battle was fierce and intense, but the children were determined to defeat the White Witch and break her spell. They worked together as a team, using their courage, kindness, and teamwork to overcome the challenges they faced. They fought bravely and fiercely, and their actions played a crucial role in the defeat of the White Witch. When the White Witch was finally defeated, the spell was broken, and the eternal winter and darkness that had covered Narnia for so long were lifted. The sun shone bright, the snow melted, and the flowers bloomed. The people of Narnia were overjoyed, and they celebrated their freedom and peace. Aslan thanked the children for their bravery and for fulfilling their destinies. He crowned them as kings and queens of Narnia and told them that they would always be remembered as the ones who restored peace to Narnia. The children were happy and proud of what they had accomplished. They knew that they had made a difference in the lives of many creatures, and they were grateful for the opportunity to help others. They realized that this journey had changed them forever, and they knew that they would always carry the lessons they learned in Narnia with them. After the defeat of the White Witch, the Pevensey siblings were crowned as kings and queens of Narnia. Aslan, who was the ruler of Narnia, placed the crowns on their heads and declared them the rulers of Narnia. The children were surprised and honored by this news. They didn't know what to expect, but Aslan assured them that he would guide and protect them as they ruled. As the new rulers of Narnia, the children knew that they had a great responsibility to govern justly and fairly. They knew that they had to make decisions that would benefit the people of Narnia and that they had to work for the common good. With Aslan's guidance, they set out to rule Narnia with kindness, compassion, and fairness. The children knew that they had to listen to the people of Narnia and consider their opinions when making decisions. They also knew that they had to be fair and just in their actions and that they had to be willing to admit when they were wrong. They also learned that they had to be willing to ask for help when they needed it. Aslan was always there to guide them and offer his wisdom. He helped them with their decision-making and helped them understand the complexities of the ruling. Aslan also helped them understand the importance of balance, and how to strike a balance between different interest groups. The children knew that ruling Narnia would not be easy, but they were determined to do their best and make Narnia a better place for all its inhabitants. They were proud to be the rulers of Narnia, and they knew that they would always strive to rule justly and fairly with Aslan's guidance. As the Pevensie siblings prepared to leave Narnia and return to the real world, they realized that their journey had changed them forever. They had learned many valuable lessons during their time in Narnia, and they knew that these lessons would stay with them forever. One of the most important lessons they learned was the importance of courage. They faced many challenges and obstacles during their journey, and they had to overcome their fears and doubts to move forward. They knew that they would carry this lesson with them and that they would use it to face challenges in their daily lives. Another important lesson they learned was the importance of kindness. They had met many creatures during their journey, some of which were kind and others were not. They realized that showing kindness and compassion to others, even in difficult situations, can make a big difference. They knew that they would use this lesson to be kind and compassionate in their daily lives. The last but not least, the children learned about the importance of teamwork. They had worked together as a team to achieve their goal of defeating the White Witch and restoring peace to Narnia. They knew that they couldn't have done it without each other's support and cooperation. They realized that working together as a team can achieve great things and that they would use this lesson in their daily lives. As they said goodbye to Narnia and Aslan, they knew that they would always remember the lessons they learned and the friends they made. They knew that Narnia and Aslan will always hold a special place in their hearts and that they would always cherish the memories of their adventure. The story ends with the Pevensie siblings growing up and looking back on their adventure in Narnia. They had returned to the real world, but they could not forget the lessons they had learned, the friends they had made, and the experiences they had shared. They missed Narnia and the magic that it held, and they longed to return one day. As they grew older, they often talked about their adventure in Narnia and reminisced about the days when they were kings and queens of Narnia. They remembered Aslan's guidance and his wise words, and they knew that they would always be grateful for his help. They also remembered the beavers, Mr. Tumnus, and all the other creatures they had met in Narnia, and they missed them dearly. Despite the longing to return, they knew that they could never return to Narnia in the same way. They knew that the Narnia they had known was gone and that they would never be able to return to that time. But they knew that the memories of their adventure would stay with them forever and that the lessons they learned would always be a part of them. The story ends with the Pevensie siblings looking back on their adventure in Narnia with a sense of longing, but also with a sense of gratitude and fulfillment. They knew that they had made a difference in the lives of many creatures, and they were proud of what they had accomplished. They knew that the memories of their adventure would stay with them forever and that they would always cherish the memories of Narnia.